Hello, gentle viewers. This is Vindian with a very quick update video on what's going to happen with FHM 3 going forward. I'd already recorded 2 more episodes, and they were both really long. And the problem is just the day-at-a-time sim cycle of Path to Glory. While it makes for a very fun game, except when the game crashes halfway through free agency like it did for me, it doesn't make for good watching. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to do the basic setup here, and then Wednesday's video will have a part thing. And we're going to go into Sandbox mode. This offers us a couple of options, namely the option to simulate multiple weeks at a time. So this way we can be like, I want to sign these, I want to, it should basically make for much quicker seasons, and an off season that's a little bit less unwieldy. So we're actually going to set this up now. We're going to call this a Vindian Sandbox. And all those videos, I only plan to be like 5 or 10 minutes long, just enough to get the basic settings set so you can see what it looks like, and then we'll go ahead and we'll play the game in a future video. So we'll add all the extra leagues because why not? I know I could drop some of them to make things a little bit. Here we go. So we'll do Wade, Wilson, Vancouver. And I think we will play as general manager and head coach. We'll still pick Colorado. But what we're going to do this time around is I'm going to put certain things in the control of my assistants, which you'll see here in a moment. And then, yeah, whatever the automatic reputation is fine. I'll hit OK. I'll hit OK again. And so while they're setting this up, basically I'm going to let you know what my plan is. My plan is to do, because I got really irritated with how often they would dress people I wanted scratched and scratch people I wanted dressed. So I'm going to go ahead and take full control of that and training and setting the lines. Like when they wouldn't put Jerome McGinlaw on anything higher than the second line, even though he was clearly the best right wing on the team. And then I'm just going to let the AI set the tactics and a couple of other things. That's my plan. I might let the AI control scouting, but I kind of like doing that. And I think it's one of the interesting things in there. And in the draft video that you're not going to get to see because, again, the game crashed, it really helped. And I think I made better decisions than I would have had I not done any scouting. I'd like to see OOTP incorporate the scouting system from FHM or something similar to where you have area scouts. They had it in the past where you could tell them to scout certain regions more, and I think they took it out because I don't think it added much to the game. I'd like to see them add it back in a future release, though, if they can make it happen. If they can make it run smoothly, if they can make it run well. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to set the basic settings, and then we'll dive in and we'll play again. And we should see a lot more actually about how often we can sim in and things like that, and that'll really help us out quite a bit with keeping things running quickly, I think. Because I just found it weird that they would waste training on players who were clearly not part of the Avalanche's future. That seemed very silly to me. Very silly indeed, in fact. And that's one of the reasons I want to take over training for myself. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. By the way, the original season, the second half was like 3 hours long, and that's the other reason I want to do this and simming multiple days at a time. It'll just make the episodes manageable in length. It's now saving the league. And you'll notice these entries look more or less the same. But manager options, well, we've got a lot more choices here. I do not want you to show games. Exit autoplay here, here, and here. When a player is injured, out for at least 5 days. I don't want to play in commissioner mode. Setting lineups. Maybe I do want to set everything on manual for the present. So, like, let's look at, like, strategy. I can have the assistant create the lines, and then I can move things forward. I'll need to dress everyone. But right now they're on vacation, so I can't, which is fine. So I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll go ahead and play with everything turned on right now, except for maybe the tactics. See, I don't know about setting lineups. I don't know what that would do. We'll see what happens. Once we get started here. And then how do I sim like multiple days? Well, if I right click on that, it takes me right there. I'm just clicking finish today so I can see. Okay, so how do I sim multiple days? Yes, lovely. How do I sim multiple days? Okay, there's also a way to sim multiple days. In any event, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, especially since it is a new series. And I will do some research, and I'll get back to you on how to simulate multiple days ahead, and you'll get your first new episode on Wednesday. So, thanks very much for watching. I hope you understand why we're making the changes that we are making. And this has been Avindian, wishing you a good day.